Want to tell you more about the summer sprint? So this is quick and simple. What is it? So 8 weeks, 60 days. We're looking at the summer consists of about 480 hours. And that's what we're going with right now when it comes to the summer sprint. 2 months of building a good support momentum. A lot of people are struggling with support. I deal with missionaries all over the world. Started Funding Tribe about 8 years ago, and we have got hundreds of missionaries fully funded since then, and it's getting better and better. And people ask, what is the big difference of Funding Tribe and all the other coaching organizations out there? We have a system. I mean, I'm just being completely honest that it's cookie cutter. Like if you're looking for a place to know exactly what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it, that's why Funding Tribe was created. And then another thing, accountability. We really do take accountability serious. You'll be getting the text messages. We created a Mighty Network app where you're getting updates and things like that. You fail to do a few things, you'll get a phone call, so the accountability. But then the community. We've done a good job of, we set it up that it's cohort based. So even like the summer sprint, it's like a cohort. Everybody's starting at the same exact time and everybody's supposed to end at the same time. So it just creates a dynamic where there's a real pace. And the two things I like to think about, I like group fitness. Your boy can't go to the gym and just work out by himself. I need to go to like a CrossFit, high rocks type of gym where the coach telling me what to do, and I look to my left and I look to my right, and I see other people doing it and I see other people challenge it. That's how we kind of created Funny Tribe. But I also ran a marathon about 8 years ago, now maybe even 9, but I ran a marathon. And then you got like the pace setters. So if you ever been to a marathon, there's somebody holding up a sign or they got something on their back and it shows the time and the pace that they're running at. That's the dynamics that we like to create with Funding Tribe. So that's just a little insight to what makes it a little different. So if you're called, but with support raising, you just feel stuck, this is for you. We want to put you in the right system and the right environment so you can get the max potential of the relationships and the resources God has put into your world. So all right, thinking about joining Summer Sprint, what would this answer? It is not just the system, guys. I need us to get that. I'm not even going to give you the full system, but I'm going to give you a glimpse into it. But also, I just want to let you guys know, man, the structures that we have set up in place to actually make people thrive. It's been working for years and we get excited about it. So if you're looking for somebody to counsel you through the summer and meet with you one-on-one and help you overcome all of your mental barriers, that ain't us. So I'm just shooting you straight. But if you're saying, hey, I just need a little boom. Like I need somebody just to push me and I need somebody to tell me the playbook, that's us. Hey, we help people get to where they want to go. We are not your best life coaches, but we do come together and we do some coaching. So just structure wise, what will this webinar actually cover? And the insights you get. We'll let you know about what are the structures that Tony's talking about. What is this daily plan? Because like I say, man, it's just 60 days. So it's not even a lot of time, but we have a daily plan of things that we're supposed to do. What does the coaching consist of? What is the systems, momentum? And it's going to shift to just results. The momentum will come. Consistency. I mean, like if you're 70% there, it's like, I want to do this, we can get you to 100 and we can get that consistency up. And the mindset shift, we speak into it from the word of God, to be completely honest, but it's from a coach. It's not from a counseling perspective, just shooting you straight. It's telling you, hey, you said you want to get there. We're going to help you get there. Why are you not doing the things to help you get there? That's why. And then we got some Q&A at the end. All right. Just the full structure, just how we landed out. It is just 8 weeks. So I just wanted people, like, if you come to this and you got to raise 15K a month, like, you're going to need more than just these 8 weeks in light of what we offer. So, but we do offer other cohorts that are longer, 4-month cohorts and things like that we have seen people raise that amount. But right now, this is a sprint. So we're not even getting into like the deep dive of everything. We're not telling you, this is not support raising on 101. This is like express lane. We're trying to get you through the summer and get some momentum. And we're only taking 60 people. You have to be willing to spend at least 2 hours a day on support raising. Monday through Friday is kind of our window, but we did map it out that it is 6 days. So you get one day off. So Monday through Saturday, if I'll be completely honest. And we're saying you got to have at least 10 action steps a day. So that 10 action steps, like, hey, we picking up a phone call. Like we making that call like 10 times a day. That'll give you about 60-ish calls a week. And that's what we're big on. We're big on output. That we believe that if you do the right things, then things will happen. And there is a guarantee that you invest $1,000 or $1,200, and you don't have that by the end of the 8 weeks, and you done our program. So we got an app based program that we have. It's like, hey, you log into an app, you upload all your contacts, it's tracking everything you do, it guides you on who you need to call and things like that. You do what we tell you to do and you don't raise it, we'll coach you until you raise at least what you invested monthly. So this is a 12x return. That's what we're saying. So you invest $1,000 hypothetically, then you end up getting, in reality, that's about $12,000 at the end of the year, because we're saying we'll make sure that you raise what you invested. So that's that right there. Just the simple things that we're going through. One aspect of our program is the coaching and accountability. So 80% of people who get coaches, they say not only did I increase in my performance, I increase in my confidence, and we're trying to build that. I'm going to give you everything over these next 8 weeks. I'm going to give you everything that I believe. You got access to all my books. All my books are free ebooks online. You can order them on Amazon or wherever you want to order them for the physical copy. But I'm giving you that. I'm giving you my AI tools that I created. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you all access to all the blogs and even our community, our history of resources, giving you all those things. And I do believe I want to create a person that can multiply what I coach you in this summer. But we're also big on the accountability. So I want to train you up to be a person that can multiply, but I also want to push you to the end. So, but like I say, this is not for everybody. So you may be on this call and he's like, yeah, I want it. I got one of my staff that I think will be helpful for. But if they don't want to do this, they're not going to enjoy the process, because of, I tell people the tension is like, hey, you said you want to get here. You're performing right here. That tension in the middle is because we're trying to get you here, and all that tension that's going to be created. So a lot of people like, oh man, Tony, you're just too hard on this. Like, it's like, no, man, I'm trying to get you to where you said you want to be, and you're not operating on the level, and you're not doing the things that you said you're going to do to get there. So we're calling people out consistently over and over and over. So all of our coaches are experts. They have fundraised. I remember hitting up an organization a few years ago. I mean, it might have been 10 years ago. And I was looking for some coaches, and they connected me with one of the coaches. And I was talking to her, and she was like, yeah, man, I fundraised like 10 years ago. And I was a missionary 10 years ago. I'm like, you're not fundraising right now? It's like, no, our people fundraise. Like, so they're in the nitty gritty. All the coaches, they're experts from experience too. Even though I got my doctorate on fundraising, man, I'm currently fundraising. I feel like every day, so that's that right there. We got weekly check-ins. So on Sunday nights, we come together, we get a training. There's a check-in aspect, and there's a coaching aspect of really being called out from your performance and things like that. And then on Wednesday, there's another check-in aspect, and we all celebrating what God has done. And then there's a time where we get together and it's called accountability hour. We're just calling people. So that's it right there. And then you're just there with people who are actually doing the same thing. I remember fundraising, it just felt so alone, and people went off and go did what they did. The people who were really good went that way. The people who were really, really bad went that way, hypothetically, in light of their network and all the things. But we're doing it all together. We're all coming together. We're celebrating everything together. Every dime come in is as if it came in for you, which is true, because, man, we all are co-laborers. We're collaborating for the kingdom of God to be reached. So we're celebrating this together, and we're charged pushing you. I was just on a coaching call yesterday, and somebody just got fully funded, and they shared doing their send off. So we do send offs when people get fully funded. And they say, hey, I was on the coaching call, and somebody in my group shared how they reached out to their dentist. And he said, I realized I haven't even asked my dentist. And then he just shared, he asked his dentist later on, because he was challenged by somebody else that was fundraising. His dentist came on the scene for $150 a month. So we're building a community where the community actually or your peers that's actually holding you accountable too, though. So that's right there. So I mentioned some of the weekly things. 10 action steps a day. I'm expecting you to join this. You got to make 10 phone calls a day. Like we're saying, hey, 70 calls is kind of like our expectation. And if you do that, you're gonna get meetings. You're gonna get supporters. You just got the outreaches have to be there. Sunday nights, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We all come together for an hour and a half. There's a devotional, there's celebration. There's real like accountability coaching, calling you out based off your performance from last week. And then Wednesday, like I say, it's midweek. So it's like a little midweek check-in. How has God been moving? We're hearing stories about miracles happening and you just get geeked up and then we pick up the phone to call. That's just an hour. So you're saying like, hey, how much time is fixed? It's just 2.5 hours a week that is fixed. Like you gotta be there. And then we're saying, hey, call about 2 hours the rest of the days of the week and you should be good. So 20 hours should be definitely enough. 15 hours, you can pull it off. Anything less than that, you're probably not in support raising season, So yeah, that's that right there. Fundraising season to actually work. So these are the phases that we go into. Net casting. So that's the name storming aspect of support raising where you get all of the names together. We're big on that right there. So you got to come with at least, I tell people 500 before the summer. What's nice? Like, hey, it's cool. Come with 300 names and we'll work with that. Just come with the names. We'll tell you what to do with it. And we're talking about everybody counts. Current supporters, old supporters, new supporters, strangers, next door neighbors, like your dentist. We put them all on the list and we go. I'm big on math, y'all. So all of our stuff is down to a science. So if you need 20 supporters, and you got to have at least 200 contacts. 20 supporters equal about 40 meetings. We're saying 50% right there. And they to get to those 40 meetings, man, you got to time that out. By 5. That's our number. So it's just simple math. So you need 20 donors at $100 a month. Let's just say that average is about $75 in the US, but let's say $100 a month. You need 20 donors, $2,000 a month. And you gotta start with at least 200 contacts, at least. Like that's just the starting point. So we're big on that. We got outreach. If you say, hey, what is the engine to our coach? It's outreach. That's all I really track at the end of the day for literally the first 4 weeks. Man, are you calling people? And I know people's like, oh, emails and all that. Emails are great, but our goal is to call people, do the hard thing first, and then we set up the meetings. We give them the presentation. So ideally, we're starting with the warm contacts. Warm contacts are people that's in your world. We're not at the level where we're just saying, hey, let me just look at Christian businesses in my neighborhood and start calling, which I do think is needed, but that's normally not needed. That's normally not needed, to be quite honest. Like when an average person get together, they they come with 500 names, y'all. Like 500 names that'll get you where you need to go. So, but cold outreach we do, but I'm asking you to come with warm contacts, people that God has put into your life. We're saying, what does that consist of? People that's been a part of your community. Like your community could be high school, your neighborhood, like your wedding, your graduation, like people who are part of your community and you're part of your world. Christians, any Christian you ever met on an airplane, put them down. Christians in your community, put them down. Christians in the church that you don't even go to no more, put them down. And then we say contact. Anybody that God has put in your contact, like you contact them walking down the street one time, y'all exchange numbers because this person was trying to sell you some whatever they're trying to sell you. Like you got their phone number, like I'll put them in your sphere of influence. We're gonna contact. So those are our 3 C's: just Christian, community, and contact. And we want to start with the Christians first, people in your community, and then people that you have had contact with. All those people count. You got more than 500 people that fall into those categories, guys. So, and then we win the morning. Like we making our calls, y'all. We're making our calls throughout the day. We call first. We don't email. We're not focusing on admin. We're calling. We're big on that. In the world we live in, I'm gonna shoot you straight. If you made 100 calls, and probably one person pick up, just to be honest. But we call, we leave a voicemail, we send a text message, y'all. We call, we leave a voicemail, we send a text message. And I got the script for you. We got the copy and paste text message for you. All of it is kind of like support raising for dummies because I'm a dummy and I built the system. So it should be good to go. So how to stay consistent and motivated through our process. We're big on telling everybody, we pray over every name that we're supposed to call. Like God put them on this list for a reason. So we're just going to be praying. Like I say, I'm expecting everybody to do the 10 calls a day. That's all. That's an hour, guys. I do want to put that perspective. So if you do that this summer just by itself, you don't even need the program. But if you was to do that this summer, you will be good. 10 phone calls a day, 60 days. Oh my gosh. Like it'll be a game changer for you. Like game changer. Show up to our calls. And when I say our calls, I'm talking about Sunday nights and Wednesday. It's mandatory, guys. We're dropping good nuggets there. We're being encouraged there. And it's and we celebrating, guys. It is part of our process to celebrate what God has done. Every dime, $2.50 donor, we celebrating there. We're posting it. We're giving God the glory for using us to bring money into the kingdom of God. So, all right. So I'm keep sending it over. The daily action steps matter, guys. If you're not getting that, I'm gonna say it over probably for the next 10 minutes. We're big on on, on just doing it. It ain't got to be perfect, but we got to do it. We got to show up. We got to do it. We're not waiting for clarity. I'm gonna give you all of the things you need. Copy and paste text message, copy and paste email, copy and paste script. Like, and I know he's like, oh man, that just seems so informal and so unpersonal. Like I'm telling you, it works, guys, because I don't even like picking up the phone. And like I'm the supposed to be the guru of support raising. I get nervous. My armpits start sweating. I start thinking of 100 other things to do instead of picking up the call. Like, no, I pick up the call. I read the script. I do what I'm supposed to do, and then 3 calls later, I'm good to go. 4 calls later, I'm ready to go. And then once I get 10 calls, like man, I probably should keep going because I'm warmed up now. So, but it's just something about just having all of the things laid out for you is good to go. So and we got the system laid out from the net casting to the calling to the presentation to the follow-up. Those things are just copy and paste, guys. And then the community. So you're gonna leave with some good friends throughout the process. In light of the sprint right now, so if you use the webinar code right now, you get it for 1,000. It's $1,200 right now, but I set that up for those who are on the webinar, people who are super excited about learning more. We're starting this Sunday. Like we're rocking and rolling. And then it's going to go to July the 31st. Like I say, only 60 people, 10 action steps. If you're willing to do that, then you qualify for it. And then on Sunday nights, 8 o'clock, Wednesdays, giving y'all $200 off right now. And I'm guaranteeing whatever you invest, if you don't get that back monthly, I'll coach you until you're done, or we give you your money back. If you throw in a question right there, I would respond. Do you have any specific types of minority missionaries fundraising tips? If you're just asking me in general, I tell people all the time, Steve Shadrack, William Dillon, Scott Morris, they disciple me. I have dissected all of their material and I have concluded that man, it works. The only thing that I got different from your standard experts in fundraising is that I spice it up a little bit. And my spicing up a little bit might not sound like what you about want to hear right now, but you're just gonna have to do more and you're gonna have to be strategic and build some strategic relationships. So that's that right there. So I have a formula is based off an 80% rejection rate. I think the average across the US is probably like a 40% rejection rate. So it's double. So my output is just way higher because of when you look at the wealth gap in the US for minorities, you're just gonna have to reach out to more people. So that's the number one thing that I say. You just got to connect with more people. And it's actually a blessing to actually do that because you're connected to more brothers and sisters in Christ. So I do want us to not miss that. And then the next one is connection. So if you're a part of my 4-month cohort, it is mandatory every week to have a networking event that you go to. Mandatory. So you just need to be going into spaces, connecting with more people. Support raising is a biblical thing. And we see all through Genesis to Revelation of people who supported raised and God used that. Support raising is a gift to everybody and it's a privilege for those who actually get to do it. My tip to a minority is that it's an honor and a privilege to do it, but also you're going to probably get more out of it than somebody who had an uncle that gave them $1,000 a month. Like you're going to get more out of it just based off of the fact that you have to like do a little bit more. I'm being completely honest. Probably got more support than the average person, but I got more friendships. I got more mentors. I got more consultants in a sense in my life because I started this process. So the tip is go into it with a different mindset. So with the economic raising, gas prices, housing, how does it affect program rate? My first year of support raising was 2009. So I just graduated. 2009, 2008, we know there was a big economic crisis in the U.S. and God raised my support quick and fast, y'all. Like I graduated December. I was fully funded by April. Went down to a summer mission trip in May. I don't necessarily think that the rise of prices, inflation, those things affect support. It just reveal people what they really care about as they start looking at their budget more than more things. So, and based on my personal experience, I haven't seen a drop in support in the last 20 years of support raising, y'all. And it doesn't matter the gas price or it doesn't matter what war we at. God's people are called to give to God no matter what the circumstances is. And I think it's actually just a pruning process for a lot of people. And some data would even show that people even be 10 toes down a little bit more during the the more difficult times in life. So I don't think that's gonna hurt you. It may actually help you though. So what if I missed a few days in the program? Yeah, we can work that out. But missing a few days, I'm assuming that that'll be like the training Sunday and Wednesday. But if you're joining this, I'm asking that everybody on the call is saying, "Hey, I'm in with making calls, 60 calls a week at least." Like that's the bread and butter right there. After that, I start coaching to another level, but it's hard for me to start coaching if we're not doing the output. It's like going to the fitness gym and then you got a personal trainer and you train it for a marathon and you meet with them 2 times a week and they give you a plan for the other 4 days and you don't do running. It's going to be really hard for the coach to move you forward if you're not doing something outside. What does the app look like? So, but I made it like Duolingo, so it's a little fun and cute. But you update all your contacts, you rate the person. We got this thing called a care score, CARE. You grade them based off of C is man, are they a Christian? Do they believe in the same thing you're doing? The A is are they like networkers? Are they advocates? Do they truly believe? Can they connect you to other people? The R is how close is you guys' relationship? Do you guys have a good relationship? And the E is the earnings, their capacity to give. So you would click which ones apply to the people, and then it will sort it based off of who you should call next, based off of the care score. And then there's a follow up, and it'll tell you who you supposed to call next week and things like that. So you literally open up the app, look at the screen, man, I'm supposed to call Tony today, call him, click it, boom, put in the results, boom. It'll track everything. And then you go to the next one, call through. It'll just guide you. I tried to make the process on all shapes and forms. It's like, man, you don't have to think about anything. You just got to do. And that's like I told you. That's why I love doing the group workout classes. I show up, stretch, and get to work and do whatever the coach tell me to do. And I don't have to think about anything. Only thing I probably got to think about is how much weight I got to lift because of got to track it. I would say, man, one, shoot me an email. I think we can work out something. But I give away everything for free. So all of my resources. John Piper, Desiring God, changed my life when I was in college, and I was able to read everything for free if I didn't order the book. So I made all my resources like that. So if you serious about learning, it's books galore on whatever topic you think, or you can just read the support raising book that gives you the whole process that I'm gonna walking people through. So what does the formal cohort look like and what does it cost? So formal cohort, it's more just a in so if you been in college or anything, you get the summer classes, and the summer sprint is like a summer class. You take summer classes online in the summertime, and they're giving you everything super fast. Let's say 6 weeks compared to the 16th week that you would get when you take the class in the fall or the spring. So they're giving you way more, way faster, the same content, but just at a faster rate, and you're probably not consuming it all. So the 4 month, it's a slower pace, step by step to get you going. So you're getting the same material in a sense, but you're getting it at a more digestible pace is probably the best way of putting it. So that's the real only difference because our programs, the principles are all the same. The coaches are the same and things like that. It's just a faster pace. Some people don't got 4 months that they want to dedicate to support raising. So if you got 8 weeks, we'll get you there. Cost of that is 2,000. So $2,000 for the 4 month coaching will get you there. And it doesn't matter if you got to raise $2,000 a month or you got to raise $12,000 a month. We'll get you in there and we'll get you going. So outside of the two groups calls a week, are there one-on-one coaching and check-in as well? One-on-one coaching, you got access to the coaches 24/7. So you got directed text message 24/7. You got the Mighty Network is our platform that we use. You got access to them 24/7, and you can ask for a meeting whenever you want. One-on-one, you can get 5 one-on-one meetings if you wanted 5 one-on-one meetings. However, we have set it up to be a group base. So, our focus is group based, but you got access to the coaches whenever you want to meet with them or need to meet with them. So, and the coaches are speaking into your stuff. You get a weekly report emailed to you. You get the text messages when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and there's like courses set up to show you where you're supposed to be and things like that. So yeah, that's that. But access whenever you need us, we got you. But there's not scheduled one-on-one coaching on your weekly rhythm unless you request it. So where can I contact and find more? the resource. We'll send you to our resource page and everything. We created inside of our Mighty Network. So you join into our little community on our home page, all of our resources, all of our books. And then you even get phase 0 is what we call our net casting phase, was free to everybody. So you get access to that. And that's where people start when they really join our cohorts. So you got to come with a certain amount of names based off of the amount that you need, but everybody got to come with at least 500, so that's where we at. So we give all of that free on the front end. It's a little online course that you can go through. I believe you can get 500 names in 14 hours is what we go. So you go hour by hour, group by group, and then you'll be done. But those are some free resources that we just put out there for people. And we got some AI tools that for somebody to ask a one-on-one. I have programmed an AI tool with all of my books, all of my resources, all of the notes that I have done coaching on, loaded up into it, and you can just ask a question, and it is literally as if you were asking me, probably better because the English is way better, So yeah, that's that right there. Is the $1,000 due up front? Yes, it is due up front. But like I say, if you do have an issue, just reach out. We're here to help. So if we can't do the summer sprint, do you offer something similar later in the year? Yep. So we do a winter sprint. So we do a winter sprint, but the winter sprint is just 4 weeks. So it's not 2 months, it's 4 weeks. So it's the sprint end of the year giving at the end of the year. So you guys should get more information on that. But I think that is all of the questions. Again, I'm going to send out an email. I appreciate y'all even joining. I appreciate all the questions. If I didn't answer something, shoot us an email. But the spirit and the heart of what we're saying is that, hey, we want to do whatever it takes to get as many missionaries on the mission field. And we want to help. So that's that. And I want to say, it's like, oh man, the money thing, we use all of the profits to go back into kingdom work. So our specialty is funneling it to Chicago, but the money that you pay is going into 100% kingdom work. So that has been our heart story in this. We're going to help people raise funds, and then we're going to funnel the resources back into the ministry. And we focus on Chicago. So that's that right there. This should be reimbursable to all you guys organization. And then I would even challenge you to ask one of your supervisors or somebody on your board, say, hey man, will you consider paying for this? That's gonna be my first on charge is go get a supporter day one if you feel like you can't afford this and trust the guy will provide. And that's just gonna be a head start and a Ebenezer as you go into this process. But appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hopping on today. And that's all I got. So hopefully y'all join the challenge and I'll see y'all Sunday. Take care.